In a previous video, we talked about setting up our local environment for AI coding in WordPress. And there's going to be some instances where you need to connect to an actual online instance of a WordPress install to connect to your server that is online and not local to your workstation. Let me give you an example. I recently was trying to solve an issue with WooCommerce and MyListing and WooCommerce memberships. So something with that combo of plugins and then the MyListing theme was causing an issue. And when I was troubleshooting it with AI on my local environment, I was seeing a different result than I was seeing when on my test website online. So they both had issues, but the issues were slightly different. So that told me that I needed to look at the online version because that's where I was seeing the totality of the problem was there. It was showing me more than the local environment was for some reason. So while the local environment was giving me a hint that something also was wrong, it was that online environment that I really needed to work in because that's where I initially saw the problem as well. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to connect Cursor, our code editor, to an online environment to do troubleshooting, right? Okay, so we've got Cursor fired up here. We are going to connect via SSH. When you click that, the very first thing you're going to see or should see is remote dash SSH. This is an extension. You want to go ahead and install this into Cursor. Okay, just by clicking that button, it's now installed and we are ready to go. We can go ahead and close this down. And we are ready to connect. So we're going to go back and connect via SSH. Okay, now it's going to ask us for our host. So let me move that to my other screen real quick. Whoever you are hosting with, hopefully they provide you with SSH access. If they don't, you should probably look for a different host. I host all my websites with Kinsta. I host all my client websites with Kinsta, but I also help a lot of MyListing folks with their hosting, and we do it all on the club's Kinsta plan. We do have openings if you guys want to sign up via the club website. Just go over to the club website, find WordPress website hosting, and sign up. One of the things I really love about Kinsta is the clean interface. It's just easy for everyone to use. So what you're going to see here when you go to your Kinsta dashboard, the very first tab is the info tab. Right here in the middle, we see primary SFTP SSH user information. So all we need to grab for Cursor to start is this SSH terminal command. We're just going to click the copy button. I just love how simple Kinsta makes that. We're going to come back over here. We're going to click that connect via SSH again. It's asking us for our host information for SSH. I'm just going to paste in what we copied from Kinsta and hit enter. And we're just waiting. Now it's asking us for our password. So we go back over to Kinsta under that same section and we go to password. We copy that password. So right here, we go back over into Cursor, paste that password in and hit enter. All right, so Cursor has finished its SSH connection. The next thing we want to do is click open folder. And then we want to go down and find public. This is browsing our server files as we speak. This is so cool. So this is our server. We click public and we can hit enter again. So I'm just waiting for this to, it's wanting my password again for some reason. It's probably another authentication step. Sometimes you see this, sometimes you don't, but it's not a big deal. So we're going to put in the password again, hit enter. There we go. So over here on the left-hand side, just like we saw in our local hosting environment for WordPress Studio, here we go. We are browsing our site. So we see here under themes on the left, over here on the left, we see MyListing. I've got MyListing child theme installed. We can go under our plugins. It's going to show all of our plugins we've got installed, and we are ready to code in this environment just as we were in that local environment. So you've got your AI window, chat window over here on the right. And we've already gone over this in the previous video. I would go check those other videos out that pertain to AI coding with WordPress. But yeah, this is seeing our live site. If I move this away from my screen and I go here, here is the WordPress install that it's looking at this. So appearance and themes. Here are our themes. So we've got the MyListing parent theme, we've got the child theme, and then we've got all of the plugins installed. So when I was troubleshooting, I disabled everything but what I needed to have active, which, you have to have Elementor active theoretically with MyListing for it to work. So I put Elementor is active, WooCommerce is active, and WooCommerce memberships is active. And I ran through my troubleshooting steps. I came over here to my AI window. In Cursor, I switched from agent mode over to plan mode. So this is just having a discussion with Cursor without it running anything. And once I knew what my error message was that I was facing and the actual issue that I was facing, I just came in here and I had a conversation with the AI, and I told it, I typed in the error message that I had. I typed in what I was visually seeing. And I just said, can you help me plan a fix? And I'm not even kidding you guys. Within 2 minutes, it solved an issue. It completely fixed the issue that I was having, specifically with MyListing version 2.15 and then the latest version of WooCommerce memberships. It created a plugin for me as a fix for, until there's a final fix either from MyListing or from WooCommerce memberships. 2 minutes, I had what I needed to have. So a little bit of bonus information. If you're facing the same issue, what that issue was, if you go to products, this is with, again, MyListing 2.15 and the latest version of WooCommerce memberships. If you were to come over here and add a product, this drop-down table right here, this product type, I shouldn't say table, this drop-down, this product type was completely busted. Okay. So if we go over here, there is a plugin that you can use. Let's see here. Let's go MU. It's called MU plugin. MU stands for must use. This is a plugin that is installed behind the scenes that it's like critical to your site, and for lack of a better term. This is more advanced. I recommend that you don't mess with MU plugins unless you know what you're doing. But in this case, we're just in a test environment, so it's okay. So with this plugin installed, it's called MU Manager. You can see under your plugins table your MU plugins. And you see right here, there's a link. Go to must use plugins. And this right here was the plugin that I created with Cursor in 2 minutes. Restore select to script handle for MyListing compatibility. 2 minutes, guys, with AI and Cursor. Super easy. Yeah, that's it, really. Let me know if you're facing that same issue. Actually, I wanted to show you what the issue is. Let me deactivate this plugin. So again, let's refresh. When you see this drop down, now pay attention when we refresh. See what happens? It's completely busted. It's defaulting to MyListings product type, which is a listing package, and you can't do anything. If you switch to simple product, nothing happens. Group product, it's just completely busted. Okay, we'll go back to our products or our plugins, activate that solution I created with AI, refresh. There we go. It's fixed. So if you need that fix, feel free to reach out to me and let me know. It's not something I can just include in the description of this video, but I'll probably make it available on the club website as well. But in the meantime, if you need it, let me know. All right, I'll see you all in the next video.